Hello, guys. The reading is, of course, for Sagittarius. Remember to hit the like button, and if the hype button is there, hit that too. Make sure you remember to put your notification bells on. All right, guys. I did a message earlier today with these three cards. Right, the message was actually 25 minutes. There seemed to have been some interference in the reading, and it had nothing to do with me. Someone in the chat was saying that it was buffering. And the funny thing is, it was, but I had multiple devices around me that was not buffering. So it just makes you wonder sometimes when you speak the truth, a lot of times you can get interrupted. So I don't know if this message will by the end of the day still be 25 minutes, because right now it's only showing 17 minutes. So what I was going to do quickly was try to go over what I recall of the remaining part of this message. Now, like I said, I've had this happen to me before with YouTube. I've had this happen where they cut off like half of my message. And a lot of times when that happens, sometimes it's purposely done. Because believe me, I had a laptop, I had some other devices on, and nothing was interfering with my internet service. So it's happened before. So I don't look at it as a coincidence. I look at it as sometimes intentional things occur. But I also must remember that, we're in Virgo season, and Virgo rules Mercury, and Mercury does rule the internet and communication and things of that nature. So, yeah. But the other parts of the other devices that I had around me were working fine. It's just that YouTube wasn't working. So I question that. But the other card that I was going real deep in was about this card here, the third card, let go of them. And this was about having a connection with spirit, and you as a woman and or a man having a close bond to nature, because we all come from nature. Not everybody, but we come from the earth. Tiamaya, Mother Earth. And as you can see, this woman is grounding herself, connecting with the trees. Okay. And there's information that's being sent to her. She's getting downloads. See, as the flames, that's really energy leaving the tree going to her. And spirit is needing you guys to ground yourself, especially women, men and women. But the first part of the message, like I said, they cut it off at 17 minutes. This was a 25-minute message. So on this was the part that they cut off. And it was talking about women, especially men as well, to ground yourself. You'll get information from nature. You are nature. Your connection to nature is how you heal, right? Trees, a wealth of information is inside of the trees. They heal you. A woman really needs to spend time in nature because there's information there for her. And as you can see, this woman is definitely grounding. She's getting herself back in balance, just like the chakras. So she is connecting one with nature, because we are. We come from nature. We come from the soil. So to ground yourself in the soil is just putting yourself back on a level in which is actually familiar to you. So she's planting her body in the soil next to a tree, getting downloads from nature, from the trees. So the thing is, This message was mainly talking about women, especially because women are really Mother Earth. Everything, life begins from a woman. As I stated in the first message, I talked a little bit about Adam and Eve, not real deep, but just the fact that I wanted you guys to use your mind. How is it possible that a woman can come from the rib of a man? Impossible. Okay, so the matriarch has always been the woman. So this message in continuation to the first part is just to remember, women, to take care of your bodies, to always love on yourself, and know that you are important, regardless of what society tries to do, and try to make women feel that they're not valuable nor important, only when it's necessary, as if a woman is just a tool to be used by a man. That is not the case. That's why women need to know who they are and value themselves. Without a woman, the world wouldn't be anything at all. Period. Why do you think they work so hard to create scenarios where you see all these type of dogmatic females doing the most ridiculous things? You can also see a lot of women in Hollywood displaying themselves in a position that's so disrespectful. It's really sickening. But that is just to make women feel like they're just a tool. No, you are the tool. So women, remember to value yourself, and remember that every step you take, every vibration you make makes a difference. The physical body of a woman is very powerful. The shape of a woman, her hips, vibrate the earth. Okay? So, I was getting real deep with this message with that card, just as I am now. And all of a sudden it went off. But that I'm gonna be done with that. But just know, women, you are valued, you are to be loved, and you are to be respected. And it starts with you, regardless of who says what or who doesn't say anything to you. They know who you are. Men know who you are. You don't have to do nothing. A woman doesn't need to do anything, because without a woman, what would it be? Men walking around doing what? The goofy, down low stuff that they do now. Wandering around, being jealous of women, hating, spitting fire at women, saying nasty things about women, don't deserve to be this or that. She ain't this, she ain't that, she should be this, she should be told that. These are bitch-made men who want to be a woman, who really do. Y'all have to look at it, because why would a man be so angry with the thought of a woman being able to walk in a room and get the attention without saying a word? That's why there's so much venom in the minds of these men. And the men that you guys were in a connection with, this is why. Because they wanted your spot. I know that's hard to believe for some people. But why else would a man be so vindictive toward a woman? A beautiful specimen that the Most High created for the man to enjoy the pleasure of her on so many different levels. Why would a man be beat down because he wants to be one? See, women, it doesn't take much to get anything. Really, not really. Women do things because they choose to, not because they have to. That's the difference. A man has to. That's the way the cycle is formed. A man has to take on the grunt, hard, heavy lifting. He should do it with a smile. But these little soft, feminine, jealous, bitch-made men, and I hate the males because they're males. They fight women. They argue with women. They talk about women. They have a disdain toward women. They don't know how to love a woman. They don't know the first place to start with a woman. So there's something lacking. But women, stand in your feminine energy and let them say what they want, because the world it is already changing. But we need the help of you as a woman to stand in power. All women must stand together. Men will follow. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do a thing. Just be you. Because that's the way the Most High made you. Okay. So that's the ending part of that. And the way you do it is by grounding yourself, keeping yourself balanced so that your emotions are not all over the place. When you ground, you kind of neutralize negative energy. It's under your foot, right? It causes a tower moment when you're in nature, right? And this is how you do attract and bring the person that's for you. Because when you're vibing high, then you will attract the person that's for you. That's the other half of that message that I talked about. Like I said, the first part of this message was 25 minutes. And you guys are in an energy where right now that you are demanding and commanding a certain authority because you're very serious about what you're doing. Spirit is saying you guys are vibrating so high that this is why you're calling in love. You're calling in a new love. You're calling in someone into your life. This is all because you guys have been grounding yourself and doing the work, loving on yourselves, having a communion with other women, being in a spiritual setting or speaking or gathering yourselves to be with women that are like-minded like you, standing in your power, not caring about what anyone says or think about you. See, it starts with the grounding. It starts with the connection with nature. Therefore, it allows you to stand in your power. And if you notice her crown chakra, she's sitting on that throne, not worried about anything. It's levels to this healing. Then once you heal yourself, you can stand firm on your throne without moving, because that vibration from your grounding helps you to be more confident, to feel good about yourself. And thus, you then connect to other women that are a lot like you. That's how the cycle works. It starts from grounding. From grounding, then you heal. You feel good about yourself. Then you can help heal others. This is why these women are in a group. See? They started off by healing themselves and learning that they needed to be one with nature. Then once you understand and you love yourself enough to realize that it starts from within, and your communication and connection to nature is where your power comes from. Then once that happens, then you're on the throne. No one can say anything to you because you're taking care of yourself. She's eating fruit. She has no care in the world. No care at all. She is fully elevated. The crown chakra is illuminated with this woman. And she's sitting there waiting for her person because she's drawn that person in, only based on the fact that she's done the work. She's grounded herself. She's called in her soulmate. And from there, she's connecting to others that are just like her, individually different, but soulfully as one, per se, which means they have a common ground. They have a common goal. As a woman, the power in each of these women are very powerful. Each one teach one, right? Ain't that what they say? That's what's going on here. So now that has been completed, because that was what I was talking about. Like I said, the first messages should be, the first video should be about 24, 25 minutes. So now we're going to pull some cards on the second half of this and see what Spirit has to say to you. I told you, you guys are calling in and speaking to the Most High. By her grounding, she has a connection with nature and the Most High, Spirit. That's how you call in your soulmate. That's how you call in the person that's for you. You don't have to look. You just sit back. And there it is. Your happiness. Everything that you've ever dreamt of, wanted. Everything that you called in is coming in. What else? Oh yeah, told you. They're coming in. A Knight of Swords. Somebody is so focused on you, and that's because of the vibration. Women, men pick up on your vibration. Men are real good at that. They actually are experts at reading energy. Women, that's why you need to keep your energy high. Men know your energy better than yours if you don't do the work. If you're not a woman that's grounded, a man can read you and manipulate you to the point where you're like the message that I did yesterday. Someone trying to get you to lose your mind. I don't know if that was on the Truth Goddess Tarot channel or this channel, where someone, go check it out, guys. I forget the title has to do with someone wanting to get your attention so they could basically drive you crazy. But when a woman is grounded and she knows herself, and this would be the same for the male energy, but on a different scale. What I mean is, when you are grounded, you call in what you want. That's the power that you have that's within you. But if you're just out here wandering around, not really focused on your goals and knowing who you want, Spirit will bring you anything. You'll have anybody that'll walk up to you that's not what you want. But when you know what you called in, you're going to get that satisfaction and your wish fulfillment. And they'll be coming. Yep. I can't make it up, y'all. You, the Nine of Pentacles. You're going to have so many people coming in to speak to you. See, the thing is, when you're like these women and this woman is comfortable with her life because, again, she's done the work. She's not even paying attention to this person trying to get her attention. That's solely focused on her because she knows who she is and she's not thirsty, nor in a hurry, nor in a rush. She knows that many will try to come to her while she's building her life up, getting her life comfortable. However, whenever someone comes, it's in divine timing. This is why she looks the other way. And that person is going the other way. The total message here is about your connection with Spirit, the Most High. You already know. You don't have to sit and wonder and worry. That's why she's sitting on the throne, feasting on the fruits of her labor, these 9 pentacles. She's not in a rush. Time waits for you when you are a woman, because women control time. I don't know if y'all know that. You can literally slow down time. This is what I'm saying. The power of a woman is incredible. You can. You take your time. You bring balance into the world. Fairness, truth, and honesty, and integrity. You actually have the ability to see illusions, lies, and secrets when you're a high priestess, and you are. People that are not comfortable with themselves. People who are deceptive, who are really not truly in love with themselves. You have all these gifts and talents within you. You, an empress. This is a Queen of Wands, but you do draw attention to yourself because of your grounding, because of your confidence and your love for life, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, waiting as they come in. That's how powerful you are. Oh, that is how powerful they are. Spirit is telling you your wishes and your love life is about to change. It's destined. You will no longer be in a situation where, for some of you guys, there's somebody that's in the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like if you're in a relationship, you guys are in a position where you're leaving behind that for calmer waters because you've done the work. And that cycle is over because you've renewed yourself, learning who you are. No longer waiting for someone to tell you how successful you are or not, because you already are. You are the person that attracts the most attention without trying, because people adore you. The Queen of Wands, the Empress, yes. You are somebody very special. You guys are waiting for the right person, someone that is as successful as you. Spirit is saying that's the truth. Somebody logical, somebody that commands authority, respect, integrity, and power. There's somebody that's going to be fighting for you. And it's going to be more than one person. It looks like the 5 of Wands is a lot of conflict, right? The Judgment is about someone coming to a reckoning to realize how much they love you. This is why they watch as they go within to learn what love is all about. And it starts with you. However, a lot of you guys won't be accepting this connection with someone. For some of you, you will. For some of you, you won't. But I see the 5 of Wands. Oh, wow, that is horrible looking right there. Yeah. Somebody's at a loss. I feel like somebody is losing a lot. Yeah, this person is losing a lot. They're not able to communicate because they're so rigid and cold. This person is so very manipulative, daunting, boring. This is somebody who doesn't have the the gifts and the ability to even call in the love that they're looking for. See, this person, that Emperor in reverse, that's not somebody who knows how to call in the love that they want like you did. Because this person is very manipulative. They do magic. They think just doing some sort of dark magic to try to will in who they want. You can't make somebody love you. You can't make somebody come to you. That's what this person is trying to do. The other person was trying to do spell work to try to get you to come back, but that's a manipulative type of energy. You can't get somebody to love you by doing spell work. I mean, people try to, but if that person is not in love with you, you really don't have that kind of power. I know people think that they can, but no, they don't have that kind of power, because we all have free will. This is why they get judgment, because for this person to even try to play in your energy to try to get you to come to them is not something that you should be doing, because people have the opportunity to do what you've done, which is learning who you were and are by grounding yourself, speaking, having a connection with spirit. There's somebody coming in that you're going to be celebrating with this person. Yeah, you will. This is going to be somebody who's very excited to connect with you. And it seems that the Nine of Wands is about somebody overcoming a lot of trauma, a lot of things year after year. Now you're moving toward calmer waters, leaving behind the past. Spirit is guiding you to someone that's very spiritual too. So they're bringing someone in. Yeah, they're destined to come to you. Yep, that's what's going to change your life and theirs too. This is going to be some bad news for someone who was hoping to defeat you by doing spells and voodoo, paying people to try to play with the energies, like I said. But it didn't work because they're in the Five of Cups. Because they were with somebody who they chose to, someone who didn't have love within them, which means they were somebody, if someone doesn't love themselves, how can they give you love? Oh, wow. That's confirmation. Woo. Yep. So that's the truth. That's everything. This is the second half of the first part of the message. So that's everything, Saggies. I'm going to end this reading. I'm going to pull a love card. A wonderful surprise is coming. You've already called it in. What else does Saggies need to know? And again, guys, what I said also, I think I said it in the beginning of the message, on the other message. Today is 9/9, so you want to be grounding yourself, manifesting, to follow your vision, because that's what happens when you are grounded with one in nature. Continue to follow that vision because you've done the work. Because all of your senses have been awakened. When you do the groundwork and the time for romance has come. I told y'all, I cannot make this up. That's the reading, Sag. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hit the like button. Hit the hype button if it's available. Share, comment. Bye.